Hello everyone, dear friends of the Flowing with Angels channel, a warm welcome to you. I hope that you are all doing well. It's lovely to have you with me for another tarot and oracle card reading. Thank you of course for all of your love and support for this channel. It helps me to continue putting out these readings and angel messages. So today I've asked the angels what guidance you need to hear at the time that you find this reading, whether it is right when I upload this video or if you come across it a little later. It doesn't matter because these readings are timeless. So let's dive straight in and look at the first cards. We start with the card of Tulsi, also known as Holy Basil, and this herb represents spiritual devotion and purity. In the Hindu tradition, Tulsi is revered as a sacred and divine entity related to the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, wealth and good fortune. So there is a message here that your spiritual practice and awareness is starting to bear fruit. I feel that you have solidly integrated this energy into your life, and we see an energetic response from the universe coming in. You have displayed unwavering faith, which is not always an easy thing to do when we are still working on our energy vibrations without seeing tangible results showing up. The ego seeks evidence and explanations, but you have submitted these parts of your ego and you have immersed yourself in deep faith. For some of you, this process started last spring. I associate the herb cards from this particular deck with springtime. There is a freshness to this energy, a calm inner knowing, and a pure simplicity of mind and spirit. And this deep faith has prepared the way and laid the foundation for your personal power that is starting to shine through. With the sweet corn on the card, called Ritual, I see a connection with the sun and the season of Leo, which is almost coming to its end. We see the little symbol of Leo depicted on the card. And again, the word ritual conjures up this energy of spiritual devotion, of a pureness of heart. But there is a culmination occurring, where this spiritual energy was something you kept to yourself and applied for your own healing and well-being. You are now being noticed for your radiance and your more outwardly directed life force and vitality. And I feel that soon manifestations will be coming in that will reflect this renewed and strengthened energy. Corn with its bright yellow color is connected to the sun, to happiness and abundance. It represents growth, prosperity, and a bountiful harvest. And as I am conducting this reading in the second half of August, the literal harvest of corn is right around the corner. Where I live in the Netherlands, August is always the month where we can see fields of ripe corn ready to be harvested. So this tells me that your spiritual investments and practices are paying off, so to speak. I think the most important thing to realize is that this harvest that you are about to receive has its origins predominantly in your energy work and not so much in your pure willpower and effort. Personal power comes from within. It is an energy frequency from which you attract your visions and desires into reality. When we look at the next two cards, we see the burdock card and the card of desire with the depiction of lettuce on it. Burdock shows that your inner power, your inner strength, is securely grounded to the earth, and that is really what the purpose is of any spiritual practice. It is about bringing the energy of the spiritual dimensions into our earthly existence. And when we do so, we feel energetically and spiritually stronger. It is like there is a shield of protection placed around us, and negativity has no place in our lives anymore. It might still be there, around us, but it can no longer take root in our heart and spirit. And thus we see a beautiful heart on the desire card. When your heart is cleared and detoxified of old baggage, you make room for your true desires to take root. You experience the inner peace and the focus that are needed to bring your desires to your awareness, and you have the openness of heart to feel their energy as if they are already here, which in energy they are, of course. Lettuce is a vegetable that is connected to the energy of the moon, and therefore to the more feminine and receptive energies. So with the corn card and the lettuce card, we see a beautiful combination of the energy of the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine, that are getting in sync with each other. Your power, your authenticity, your awareness of your true self, supporting the cleansing and opening of your heart, preparing it to be receptive and soft, allowing the energies to flow naturally. This is the perfect balance. And then we have the last two cards of the butterfly weed with the keyword transformation, and the card of attraction with the lovely little pansy flower depicted upon it. The butterfly weed is connected to the element of fire, representing passion, creativity, and a beautiful transformation. So we see you spreading your metaphorical wings here and showing your true colors to the world. You feel confident to do so now because your solar plexus chakra as well as your heart chakra are balanced and connected to each other. This is like a bridge between the lower and higher chakras, so the energy can flow freely through you. And you are both solidly connected to the earth and the higher realms. I'm also drawn to the beautiful rainbow colors on the card, a sign of positivity, happiness, joy, hope and new beginnings. The little symbol of the astrological sign of Libra confirms this newly found balance. Justice is coming into your world. What you have invested in energetically is now coming back to you in the form of abundant blessings. You are attracting beautiful things, relationships and opportunities into your life. Pansies are associated with affection and love, the expression of kindness, compassion and feelings of fondness, which works like a magnet to similar energies. You now bring your heart to every occasion, and that is why you will attract people who will do the same. I feel a momentum of happiness arise, of celebration. For some of you, this will mean that a new relationship is on the horizon. A relationship that feels pure, playful and gentle. As the word pansy comes from the French word penser, there is an element of thoughtfulness and consideration to it as well. There will be mutual respect and an honoring of each other's feelings and energy, which seems wonderful. Now let's continue this reading with some tarot cards and see what story they wish to tell you. I just love the first two cards together, the Ten of Swords and the card of Harvest, which is the World card in a regular tarot deck. The Ten of Swords points to a closing out of a cycle of past hurts, disappointments and hardships. And what is interesting is that on this particular Ten of Swords card, we see the little witch carrying out some ritual, brewing some kind of potion, a healing potion I can imagine. So this matches with what we saw earlier with the cards indicating your spiritual practice, and with it your spiritual growth. The Harvest card or the World card is the ultimate destiny card, in which you reach your destination, your fulfillment, success, completion and achievement, which we also saw with the Corn card. Something is ready to be harvested. And as the World card is part of the major arcana, its meaning is significant. This harvest is not only material abundance, but most of all spiritual abundance, like joy, flow and love, and also the sense that you belong and that you are worthy of living your best life. The next two cards are that of the Crone, which is the Strength card in a regular tarot deck, and the Six of Cups. So the Crone card, or the Strength card, is the ultimate Leo card. The inner lion is tamed, which means that your personal power is used for your highest good and that of others, because it is no longer pulled out of balance by ego-based patterns and thoughts. It really is a card of mastery. So instead of reacting with uncontrolled emotions, you are grounded in a higher awareness, which helps you to respond to any situation with wisdom, grace, and calmness. And I feel that you are already starting to help others with this higher energy and wisdom. The crone is the embodiment of wisdom gained through life experience and spiritual growth and transformation. Her energy provides you with the opportunity to cut your losses and allow something new to be reborn again. This restoration of innocence and purity is what the Six of Cups card emanates. An openness of heart, a childlike wonder towards what is coming your way, embracing life with a playful, positive and explorative spirit. Like we saw at the previous oracle cards, your heart is now purified and balanced, which also means that you can receive without guilt or feelings of undeservingness, and that you can generously give in fullness without feeling fear, lack, or having expectations. The last two cards are just a beautiful conclusion to this reading, the Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands, such a positive and promising combination. With the Pansy card that we saw earlier, we talked about love and maybe the chance of a new relationship coming in. The Knight of Cups can mean a love offer, but it also shows that you are bringing your heart forward like we saw earlier in the reading. This is an energy of creativity and inspiration, of being in touch with your intuition, and this deep sensitivity and emotional connection with the world around you. You are no longer afraid to open your heart in this way and to let yourself be seen in this way, because with the Crone, or the Strength cards, and all that Leo energy, you are ready to shine your light and stand in your power. You know who you are now. And with the last card of the Four of Wands, this will lead to a time of celebration. Once again, the Four of Wands card can point to a commitment or a soulmate coming in. But if this is not the case for you, it simply refers to your enjoyment of life and celebrating how far you have come. The number 4 is a number of harmony and stability. Because your inner world is stable and harmonious, and you are in alignment with your true self, you will start to attract your desires and manifest them into reality. The Four of Wands card also indicates generosity and an increase in your involvement with other people, groups or community events. Where you were once a caterpillar, you have now turned into a beautiful butterfly that is ready to be admired, respected and loved by others, like we saw with the oracle cards. So this is a very uplifting and inspiring reading that asks you to keep the faith, because a big breakthrough is coming. Your time spent in stillness and your investments in your spiritual practices are going to bear fruit, and a bountiful harvest is coming in. Keep doing what you are doing, because you are on the right path, is what the angels tell me to conclude this reading with. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. It helps a lot. I'm sending you lots of love and light and many blessings as always. Until next time, Namaste.